What's up, everybody? Legacy here with another Critical Points podcast. Today we have two very special guests, the CEO and head of esports from U4X. We have Lee and Joseph. Say what's up to everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
man.
All right, so obviously big news in the mobile and critical ops as well as PUBG scene for the mobile side as you guys have entered into the space and platforms. Let's give the audience and the fans basically a history of both of your guys' paths in esports and U4X and how it kind of came to be. We'll start with Lee first.
Yeah. So U4X has been about more the console scene since 2015. I've been a lover, gamer, passionate gamer since obviously when I was a young little boy, really. And U4X was a kind of a project organization that turned into almost like a full-time job, as it were. So U4X has been about for around about 3 to 3.5 years now, and we based the organization around more of the console games, so the Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
Halo scene. So the CS:GO scene, which we're still based in right now. Yeah, so we've grown a good fan base throughout the years, and I mean, like I said, U4X has been about since for another 3.5 years now. So yeah.
Oh, wow. And you guys, your Call of Duty team and Halo team have been very successful, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yeah. So
Mm.
since 2015, we've attended over 22 different Call of Duty events placed all around the world. We've played in the Call of Duty World League, placed top 16 twice in Europe, attending Gfinity Summer Masters, and playing the top teams such as Splice, and other organisations that Epsilon, to name another one. That's more European based. Yeah, so we're pretty, a pretty big contender and a big name within Europe.
Hmm. And you guys will be heading to the inaugural CWL in Vegas for the 2019 season. Is that also correct?
Yeah. So
Yeah, we will
we're
be.
looking forward. Yeah, absolutely. This is one of many events that will be coming up, which we'll all be attending. So CWL in Vegas is one of the first events for the new Call of Duty that U4X will be attending.
Wow, that's really exciting. Joseph, let's get your background as well now. I mean, as the head of esports, you have a pretty extensive catalog of in your resume as well.
Yeah, I've done quite a lot. I've been a professional gamer. I was a Call of Duty 4 pro back in the day when I was console gaming. I've also managed top teams. I managed a team that was in the Gfinity Masters back in the day when the MV and everyone was there.
Mhm.
I've also been a co-owner of Team Orbit GG. I've been a marketing manager for the likes of Threes Up Enterprises, Justice, Elevate, and most recently Team Secret.
Wow, that's quite an impressive resume. Team Secret's really big. Elevate's really big. What kind of experience do you take from, being in those organizations, and then now I guess collectively both of you guys are bringing to U4X.
But mainly for me, it's obviously gaining friendships and trust with different companies through the years. You get a vast experience of how to talk to people. Obviously, a list of obviously connections that you get from all these kind of companies, and basically that, and it
Yeah,
helps in the future.
yeah, absolutely, man. And for myself, I base myself on trying to make myself a role model within the community and trying to learn from from um different sorry, bear with me, from different CEOs for their experiences. Get positive feedback from other people and managers, and obviously try and better myself to be a better CEO for U4X, and trying to put us in the top category within gaming.
Mm-hmm. Now, I guess that segues into U4X joins the mobile esports competitive scene. What were your guys' thoughts and approach into this? Because me personally, obviously, I'm a huge advocate for the mobile esports scene. What was the kind of thought process you guys went into, and what kind of research did you guys do looking into what platforms and the games did you guys wanted to get into?
Well, when I was at Team Secret, I was looking into the mobile scene already. Like I told yourself, Kevin, when I was speaking to you before, I was looking at mostly European teams at that time because obviously Team Secret were more European based. So I was looking at teams like Team Elevate was one, and I looked into quite a few other teams, and obviously how the mobile side of the esports world was, and then that's what made my decision to want to
Yeah,
delve into the mobile section.
yeah, that was actually Joseph actually approached myself and becoming part of our U4X team. And us as an organisation, obviously more console based, we wanted to try and grow our market and then obviously grow our presence within the esports scene. So this is why we looked into obviously collaborating with DTR and growing our fan base and growing the market within esports really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you guys' market and brand is now considerably grown within the last week by expanding from the UK, Europe scene to now North America with the Critical Ops scene, which has they have a huge fan base and the vastly growing fan base from the PUBG Mobile scene in South America. And both of those teams have been very successful recently. So you have the Critical Ops team, you know, currently first in North America. The PUBG Mobile team plays second in the Star Challenge. There's a lot of upside to the mobile scene. Obviously, Call of Duty will be coming to the mobile scene as well. What kind of like future and plans do you guys think would be the vision for both sides moving forward to work together better?
I think as a whole, uh, I think for myself, I can speak for myself as in being the CEO of U4X. The vision ultimately is to try and be up there with the big contenders. Try and place well at lands and trying to have a big influence. I say within not only the console but within the mobile scene too. So try and challenge the Gangstars, try and challenge the I don't know, FaZe clans up there on the main stage. That's the ultimate goal. I mean, who wouldn't like to sit there and be like, you know what, we're up on the main stage now. This is as big as it could get, and that's you can't get better feeling than that really.
Absolutely, I agree, and especially with console and PC have been having massive LAN events and big stages and big tourneys, and the mobile scene now is also having that as well. Do you think there will be any pushback from your guys' original fan base now that you've entered the mobile scene, or has it been pretty much a smooth thing? Oh wow, you guys are going to the mobile scene. That's great. Like, how has that been for you guys?
I think it's been more applauded more than anything. I think
Absolutely.
positive feedback, which has been incredible because you tried obviously to make it go as smoothly as possible. The merger, which is been very successful.
I think it's absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Really, I mean, I feel that we've kind of almost built a bridge, as it were, to the console and obviously the mobile scene. So it kind of puts a new light in U4X as being more based in console, but now moving into the mobile scene, it's kind of like almost bringing two communities together again. So ultimately, it's a big esports collab, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. With us getting to the mobile phone scene as well, hopefully more organisations can take note and look and say, oh, they've entered the mobile phone scene. Let's take a look at this. It might be worth getting into, and then hopefully we bring more competition and more money and get the mobile scene bigger.
Yeah, it's more investment. Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more.
Yes, I mean, I honestly agree as well. One of the questions we get a lot now from the merger, obviously, is what does U4X stand for, and how do you pronounce it, and what's the history behind the branding of the name?
Okay, so U4X stands for euphoric. Euphoric is you feel superior, as it were. So it's kind of like you in a way where you good. Euphoric. I feel euphoric. I feel good. It's a way euphoric. It's not only a way of good branding to tell. So euphoric. It's also eye catchy, and I think euphoric as a is is versatile in any way or any. My Wi-Fi. Hello,
No, you're good.
hello, hello. Sorry, my Wi-Fi.
All good. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, hello.
Yep.
Yeah, apologies for that.
No
My
worries.
Wi-Fi just cut out, dipping out. Yeah, so as I was saying, U4X is stands for euphoric, really. So if anyone do their research, it's kind of a feeling,
Mhm.
a euphoric. I feel euphoric today. So yeah, that's the idea of bringing good vibes and good feelings within U Sports. So we kind of use that to master around the logo, the good eye catchy logo, the new rebrand that we've created. So it's more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Pleasing on
personally,
the eye.
I personally, I love the logo. Um, from a D2R standpoint, we have been getting some pushback, and but at the same time, the business decision to grow, for both parties to me was a no brainer move. You see other teams merging now to bring in the mobile teams, and it's I think it was a smart move. Obviously, our fan base was shocked at first, but at the same time, you have to look at it from a broader perspective. Just like you guys wanted to expand your brand, now D2R is also expanding their brand to be under U4X, which I think is a great honor. And the players are excited, the teams are excited. I mean, there's all kinds of events coming up. Right now, your guys' CS:GO team is currently in the ESL UK Premier League. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Now, is that an open qualifier, or is that you have to be invited to be in that?
Yeah, so the ESL UK Premier, it's the best teams within the UK CS:GO scene So we are rated one of the best UK top CS:GO teams at the moment, and I think we have two at the moment. We're in the groups stages, which is uh, 10 teams, but split between two.
Hmm.
So we have to be one of the top 10 teams in the UK to be invited into the ESL UK Premier CS:GO team.
So you guys have had a lot of recent success. Let's talk about the growing and foundation sides of things. As building in Oregon, you kind of touched on it earlier, where it was kind of something you guys had both been into gaming and you're doing it for fun. Like, what kind of tips could you give someone who wants to start a team and then eventually build the brand and become not necessarily successful monetary wise, but just building their name and success on a social standpoint and building their fan base on social media and developing a name and within their respective game.
I'd say be smart, don't rush into things.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the first things to do. You might have a budget, but don't squander it all on one thing. Try and use bit by bit into things that are meant like acceptable. Don't do stupid stuff and just wreck it. You'll just leave yourself high and dry.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a good point to touch on. I think my um, learning curve and experience is losing is a part of obviously ultimately winning. You have to lose, and have that drive to ultimately build this organization from the ground. I mean, everyone hates losing.
Hmm.
Everyone wants to be the best, but losing is a part of learning too. So whether going to a top land like placing 16 best Call of Duty, we came 16th, and we wanted to come first. Obviously, we didn't. I think absolutely everyone wants to be the best, and
Mm,
and that's I think that's my advice really is to try and failure is a part of obviously learning.
yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, a lot of people want to always be at the top and winning, but they forget the path that they got to become successful. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
tough that obviously after over time, some teams stay at the top, but in a lot of the platforms, you have that top 4 to 5 teams that are always the balance of power. As you're
yes.
entering into these new platforms and stuff, do you think it hurts the team if a team places second, or does it hurt the team if the team doesn't qualify? How do you guys feel about certain things like that?
I I mean, we speak to our teams and we have a very good relationship between our teams. And our teams always go into every game thinking they're going to come first. So, and if you didn't have that mentality, they shouldn't really be trying to compete at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
No, do you think that you're going to lose already? You've lost already if you don't have that drive, that positive thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And it comes from the managers as well, giving belief into the players, saying, "Look, you can do this." Right? If you give your belief in the players will believe in themselves.
Mm-hmm. So it seems to be there's a lot of great expectations for the last quarter of the year, but also looking forward into the future of 2019. Do you guys have any plans or anything hidden or secret that you kind of want to maybe give hints to, or is it just kind of going to be business as usual and just see how the year progresses?
I guess you guys are going to have to try and keep an eye on us on the old social media, because we do have things in the locker room that we're looking to maybe expand into new games or avenues in later on down the line. So you're going to have to.
Yeah.
All right, right on.
I'd say I'd just watch his space. I'd say.
Mm-hmm. And you guys' Twitter is at U4XGG, and also you guys' website is currently being built. The domain will be u4xgg.co.uk. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, you can also catch us on Instagram at U4XGG also, and Facebook also, so you can follow us on all social medias.
Absolutely. Do you guys want to give a quick breakdown of your guys' team in the organization as far as business wise, management wise?
Yeah, I mean, myself and obviously Kevin, the one who's podcasting at the moment, we are the owners and co-owners of a U4XGG. I'd like to personally welcome Kevin into U4X. And he's a very good candidate to U4X too. He's got some great visions, and he's very, very good and business-minded too.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. And under myself, it will be Joseph, who's in the call right now. So he's our marketing and esports director. Isn't that right, Mr. Joseph?
Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
So I introduced you yourself. Sorry, mate.
It's all right. You do it.
On parallel to them, we have obviously Berkey is our stream manager, director to build our stream team, and he has a good following and team underneath him that pumps out streams daily, actually, in all sorts of games. So it's not just consoles either.
Oh, nice.
We have Declan, who's actually very, very hard working. So he's more like the business development manager, and he's socialised with the teams also. So he has a very good interaction with the teams for a bit of motivational speaking also.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone I'm missing here, Berkey? And obviously it's Kevin's side of the team.
Yeah, we have Larissa and Nick who are coming over from the Critical Ops side. They will be helping run and manage the Critical Ops team. Ruben's coming over to help in the mobile gaming aspect, as well as Tyler. And I think it's an exciting avenue and opportunity for all parties. And it's obviously it's gonna be, we're almost rebuilding and growing again, but I think we have a great head start.
Yeah, absolutely. And not forgetting, obviously, the comedian of the group, which is Paolo. So Paolo's he's a character, and he is our marketing manager, who works alongside with Berkey as well for the graphics design, and also Joseph, as he's got very good experience within marketing also.
Awesome.
Exactly, yeah.
And one more addition to the team is someone called, which we call him Rhett. So he's the website at the moment. So he's the latest addition to the team also.
Okay. Anything you want to say to your fans? Any upcoming games we should look out for as far as matches?
Joseph?
I'd say just watch his space. There's some big plans on the way. Let's just say that.
Right.
Yeah,
we'd love everyone to get hearing and involved in.
Right on.
Yeah, and for myself, man, I just want to obviously thank everyone who supports us and who supported the transition from DTR to U4X, and yeah, we obviously without the fans and the fan base we have behind us, it's nice to see that people are actually applauding it also. Yeah, so can't say thanks enough really.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I guess that's gonna wrap it up for the podcast today. Thank you guys for both being on the show. Once again, Lee, at Lee underscore Hutton
Houghton.
Houghton, and Joseph at the Oracle underscore X. And obviously follow them on Twitter and all their social medias at U4XGG. Thanks for being on the show, guys. I'm Kevin saying peace.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, everyone.